is Stephen A. Nathy. I am the owner of Elemental Comics, and I'm starting a Kickstarter fund for the long-time comic brand I've been drawing of my own since the late 90s, using characters I've had for nearly 20 years. If my Kickstarter project gets funded, I will be making my own comics, drawing them, using a graphics tablet that will be part of the fund's purpose. Printing costs, I don't know what they'll be. I'll probably be going through one of the online printing companies who I know makes good comics that are quality looking. I'll also be using a large chunk of the funds for a LegalZoom brand, so I can trademark, so I can legally own the brand Elemental Comics and all properties within. The goal of $1,000 I'm hoping is reached by the 17th of September of the year, this year. For those who do pledge, the rewards are small, simple, and hopefully enough incentive to get pledges made of $10, $25, $50, and $100 increments. $10 get your name in the back of the comic in a pledge list, like all Kickstarter projects seem to have, like Rift Tracks and video games and stuff like that, all indie things. $25 or more, you get a character of your own. You and I can discuss it on whatever social media or other options, or you just say, I want a character in the comic to have my name or a name of my own that you choose, and I'll put that in a comic. $50, you get a piece of signed art, probably a cover, like full color, and I guarantee it will look really good, as best as I can, but really good. And $100, which is the high mark, you get a guaranteed copy of the very first issue that I managed to produce, publish, print. However, I'm not sure if the issue is going to be full color. The cover may be colored, and the issue itself may just be black and white shaded. You'll also get a character of your own, so you get two things, and then again your name will be added. Any pledge made, $10 or more, your name will be added to the backers list in the first issue. Anything extra, if I happen to exceed the $1,000 goal by the end of the pledge term, stretch goals. I may shoot for something else. I may give you more. Who knows? Ideally, I just want to get the first issue produced and published ASAP. I have the December 2014 delivery date for physical rewards, just as a sizable cushion, so I have time to get everything done. There will be a website. elementalcomics.com is the goal. Please, I hope nobody buys it between now and then. There will also, on the website, I will be offering physical copies of each issue as they come, and I will be showcasing cover art from each issue, as well as like a preview watermarked, so there's no ripping off, which is not something I'm a fan of. If there's more money earned, and if I can, I will offer discounts to those who pledge for purchasing comics and like merchandise, because I plan on, again, this has been a goal I've had for 15, 20 years. The comics I draw, pardon me, let me show a few. They're all hand drawn. They're all done on notebook paper and with mechanical pencil. But I mean, there's not a whole lot to it. I mean, that's Windfire. That's the character who's like the company mascot, and you see, I mean, this is the 81st issue of this. I've drawn 400 plus comics. I have over 400 characters on my own, going back for forever, since like 5th grade. I have many series. I have many comics. Ideally, get them all in production would be wonderful. But if I can get, if I can get one issue printed and published and fully made, I will be the happiest person in the world. Another issue. I mean, it's simple, but obviously when they're produced, with fun, they will look like full comics. They won't be, notebook paper, which is, it was cheap and it worked, and it led me to so many things. I mean, it's improved my artistic skills. It's improved my writing skills, because I've been coming up with plots and storylines and all these little back and forth things for so long. This segment covered a little bit about me. Again, it's something I created the characters going back to elementary school in the playground, to copying things from my childhood. You know, drawing Ninja Turtles because I grew up in the 80s and 90s. My first real introduction to comic books was Sonic the Hedgehog, the Archie comic series, which I still own a lot of, and that was a big inspiration for me for drawing my own comics, creating characters, many characters. Again, I've had so many characters for so long. I'd love to share them with the world. And if you know me through Twitter or Facebook or online gaming forums, you know my Wii Pal series, which is obviously based off video games. There's a cartoon series as well on my YouTube channel. Not to go too far into that, but that's definitely helped me, you know, spread my name. I now have a pretty good sized online following across forums and Twitters and what have you. If you'd like to contact me about what the goals are, more specifically, I'm on one of my many Twitters, but the one for the company is @Elemental Comics, all one word, no underscore, nothing like that, just, you know, Elemental Comics. Same thing on Facebook. It's facebook.com, the same, Elemental Comics. And again, website hopefully will be something that I can get started as well with the Kickstarter. Again, a lot of the $1,000, if plus, hopefully plus, we could, you know, cross our fingers. It's going to go towards legally buying the brand name and trademark and what have you, so I can get this completely, insanely in full swing. I really appreciate any money pledged, even if it's a quarter or however little the dollar minimum on Kickstarter. The more the merrier. If you can pledge $100, I mean, you and I can chat immediately. Like, do you want a comic? Obviously, and what character do you want to be based off of you? You want to pledge more? I mean, that would be awesome. If I can get this thing done well before, get the $1,000 before the end of the month. My birthday's coming up, so this would be the world's greatest birthday present a guy could get. Who's a guy who's been dedicated to drawing most of his entire life. Who I love art. I love anything that just uses the full force of my imagination. It's so greatly appreciated. I've had a few. I've had some money pledged. It's just a little tip of the iceberg. I'd like to see the whole thing by mid-September. If this gets funded, you don't know how happy I would be. I really appreciate everything you guys and gals, you comic lovers, you gamers, you internet junkies, you YouTubers, you Facebookers, whoever you are. I mean, if you're on Facebook or Twitter, find me. Just look up my name and you know, my account information on Kickstarter. Drop me a line. You know, we can chat about comics. We can chat about whatever. If you want to be involved, I would appreciate any sort of involvement. If this becomes a brand, becomes a full-on comic studio in my bedroom, the God for the internet, then I consider adding people to the company. I consider having outside artists help me create things. Get your own characters. Make your own comics. You know, make the brand a brand. Make it not just this one guy doing his own comics. Granted, with all the characters I've created, I have so many series and stories I can just show to the world, and I'd love to do that. But again, much appreciation, much love. I'm a proud artist. I love my work. I am passionate about my work. There's nothing I would not do to get these things out to the world and show how much love and creativity and I mean, it's endless. If this happens, I will cry. I mean, that's how emotional I will be the happiest crying guy in the world. Yeah, again, please help me get this Kickstarter. Help me get this one. Help Elemental Comics become a reality and not just a dream. Thank you.